take a look at the tail of the tape for this Triton middleweight title matchup. Kareem Kline, 5 years younger than Huntsman. He's given up 2 inches in height. Of course, Huntsman has that perfect record of 3-0. Both fighters weighing just under that 185-pound limit. Let's throw it up to the center of the cage, Mark Fratto. He's got the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues from Westbury, Long Island, New York, USA, and the space at Westbury. This is Triton Fights 10, presented by Tiger Life Energy. Tiger Life Energy never tasted so good. This contest is scheduled for 3 rounds and will be contested for the vacant Triton Middleweight Championship. Presented by Tiger Life Energy and brought to you by Roar Organics. Reset, refresh, rejuvenate. The Meal Kitchen, the official meal prep of Triton Fights. Footlux of Long Island, sports medicine that helps improve athletic performance. LI Life Cryotherapy and Wellness. Virtual Realms, Beyond Average, and Cannes Sports Bar of Westbury, the official destination after the fights. The judges are seated at cage side, and at the sound of the bell controlling the action, the referee in charge is Chris Molina. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands at 6'4" and weighed in at 184 pounds. His career record consists of 3 bouts, 3 victories. He wears black this evening and hails from Watertown, New York, representing ATT Watertown. He is Rick the Huntsman. His opponent across the cage fights out of the red corner. He stands at 6'2" and weighed in at 183 pounds. His career record consists of 3 victories against 2 defeats. He wears black, trimmed with gray, and hails from Roosevelt, Long Island, New York, representing No Limit Kickboxing and Freedom Jiu-Jitsu, Kareem Psycho Kline.
The first of our 2 title fights tonight. It's Rick Huntsman in the black and gray, Kareem Kline in the black and green. Your third man in the cage is referee Chris Molina, and we're underway. Vacant middleweight title on the line.
Still muted. Kline with a big takedown immediately.
So Kareem comes in, pushes an opponent up against the fence real early, exchanging knees.
Right away, I noticed from Kline as he put on some muscle mass. Looks like he's in much better shape. We'll see if that pays dividends in this fight here.
You know, I spoke with both these guys before the fight, and you know, Rick came in. He's got a black eye. He's been training super hard. He said he's ready for a war and he's ready to use his length in exchange. But you know, Kareem didn't give away too much, but it looks like he was prepared for that length and closing the distance early on him.
As for Huntsman, he comes from the same gym as Caleb Hall, who fought earlier tonight. He lost to Ryan Hardy-Evans. That's ATT Watertown. And 2 of Huntsman's 3 wins have come in the first round.
You got Kareem here. He's got local standout professional kickboxer Rick Schaefer in his corner, and jiu-jitsu black belt Steve Kalushkin in his corner as well. Still just kind of trading knees here. Kareem's got double underhooks. Doesn't look like he's working for a takedown.
Yeah, both fighters have been up against this cage for a majority of round number 1.
Kind of just traded knees here.
Who's in more of an advantage here? Is it Kline that is kind of like taking the fight to Huntsman, or position-wise, or is it Huntsman who's kind of on his back with the cage up against him?
Kareem is definitely in a more dominant position, especially before when he had double underhooks. Right now, he's in a 50-50 with the underhooks. But Kareem has the potential to take down and strike here, so Kareem is in a better position. But he's got to do something with his head position here. He's got his head out of place. If he's going to look to try and see, now he gets reversed because of that head position.
Under 1 minute here in round number 1. We're scheduled for 3. This is the first of our 2 title fights tonight from the space at Westbury. Dan Canobio alongside Eric Ott and Dave Delarocca. Not much action so far in this first round, Eric.
No, it's mainly been who could push whom up against the fence, land some small body knees, but
Here comes Huntsman walking down Kline.
Oh, good counter from
Nice.
Kareem.
Beautiful right-hand counter from Kline. You can see he's got a little swag there.
Good jab out of Kareem.
Just seeing that right there, it just shows you how far Kareem Kline's game has come.
Yeah, he's doing very well at negating the reach advantage that Huntsman has. You know, he's staying closer in range so that he can't keep at the edge of those jabs. And timing the shots for the takedowns. We got a standing guillotine.
That's the end of round number 1. Vacant middleweight title on the line here. Kareem Kline in the black and green. Rick Huntsman in the all black. Very good round number 1 from Kareem Kline as he finds a home for that right hand once again. 10 seconds into round number 2.
Huntsman looked like he's actually now looking for the takedown himself. Got a role reversal here in round 2 with Kareem on the fence and Huntsman pressing him.
Well, look at that. They flip over and go right back to where they were for the first part of round number 1. It looks like Huntsman's got his mouth open a little bit. He might be sucking wind. You see that, Eric?
you know, you got a big guy leaning on you up against the fence, not really letting your lungs expand all the way. Sometimes you got to open that mouth to get in a little bit extra air.
You know, the air's thin that high up, too.
I wouldn't know. Not vertically, it's the opposite of the channel, yeah.
Blessed.
Blessed. What's the game plan here for Kareem Kline? You're seeing this for the first round. We're seeing it for at least halfway of the second round. Just kind of smothering Huntsman.
You know, it could be that he's trying to negate that reach advantage that Huntsman has, you know, trying to stay out of that range and just kind of muddy it up and get it ugly. The one thing that I can see here, and Eric can attest to this, you know, Kareem has just got his head positioning on the wrong side at times here. If he was looking to get a takedown, I'd like to see him kind of pressure that head and get to the other side to work that takedown.
Really needs to keep that head upright but in the shoulder. When you change levels like that, you need to put that head square in the chest so you come down. You can't let him follow you down. And with a taller opponent, it's usually a little bit easier, but Kareem's keeping that pressure up real high, which isn't really helping him get a takedown, just sort of facilitating the exchange of wonky knees.
Well, let me ask, is he trying for a takedown?
He didn't look like he was trying for a takedown at all. It looks more like he was just trying to hold him there in dirty box, which he did a good job.
Under a minute here in round number 2. Another right hand finds the mark for Kareem Kline on Rick Huntsman. Huntsman follows it up with a kick of his own.
You know, it looks like maybe that clinch work kind of took its toll lactic acid-wise on Huntsman's arms because he's really not letting his hands go.
Yeah, you can tell he's slowed down a lot. He's almost staggering while he walks.
I'll tell you what, closing in on the 6th minute of this fight, I told you Kareem Kline looked like he was in better shape, and it seems like he is too. That motor looks like it's still running. He's had some endurance issues in the past.
This is the lightest he's ever fought. So his previous bouts were all catch weights or at 205, or I think he even had one at heavyweight early on.
Great point.
His first fight was at heavyweight.
We move forward with the action here from the space at Westbury.
Third and final round.
Yeah, if I'm Rick Huntsman here, what I'm looking is to keep separation and really let my hands go. You got to think he's got to know that he needs a stoppage to win.
Final 3 minutes here of the fight. The vacant middleweight title is a huge kick by Huntsman. But you know what? Kline just ate it. And our unofficial ringside judge, Mr. Eric Ott, says he has to fight 2 rounds to nothing for Kareem Kline. Will that, you think Kline will come out a little tentative, thinking he has 2 rounds in the belt? Not so much. But Huntsman's taking the fight to Kline now with an
Huntsman's
uppercut.
doing a good job now. He's making the adjustments and fighting at the range he needs to be at here. This is what he needed to do in the first 2 rounds.
Tell you what, this looks like a different Kareem Kline. Much more focused, much more confident.
This is a Kareem Kline with experience on his side now.
I'll tell you what, Huntsman knows with a big takedown there. He knows he might be down 2-0, Eric. He's going for the kill.
He's got Kareem's back right now, trying to pepper him up. Kareem's trying to lean forward and sort of shake him off, but wasn't able to do it. But a problem that Huntsman's going to have, which I also have as a taller athlete, you end up much too high when you're on people's backs to get a choke effectively.
So you're saying Huntsman kind of has to shift his weight back towards the butt.
He's got to flatten him out and shift down a little bit so that he's able to get those arms underneath the neck. He's really up too high to get an effective choke.
He's got to extend his legs and sit his hips back.
Yep. Flatten Kareem out and then slide back so that he's able to come under that neck or land some big shots and go for that TKO.
And he's in a real precarious position right now, the way he's positioned on the cage to execute that.
He's trying to soften him out with some blows here, going to the body in a really bad spot. You're right, Dave.
He's not trying to flatten him out at all, though. That's a big mistake because these shots aren't going to be enough to finish, and he's down 2-1.
He's got to really work.
2-0, right? 2-zip.
2-zip, sorry, 2-zip.
And you can see he's getting his angle off here. It looks like Kareem can come out the back door at any moment here.
Under a minute here, round number 3. It's the final round of the fight, the final minute of the fight, the vacant middleweight title on the line. I'll tell you what, from Huntsman, if he's down 2-0, this isn't a good position for him unless he's going to try to flatten him out. He almost has to stand up and try to go from there.
He's got to try to, and there,
oh, here
Kareem
comes
gets
Kareem,
out the back door.
And he lands some bombs of his own. Kareem Kline looking to end the show and take home that strap.
Last 30 seconds here. Huntsman's got to try and create some space.
How about this? The final 20 seconds of the fight, and in the center of the cage, Kareem Kline bringing the fight to Rick Huntsman.
Kareem with a really impressive comeback flurry here at the end to finish off the round.
Oh, a nice left hand and a right hand from Kline. Wow, great stuff here at the space at Westbury. We're gonna go through the scorecards. Kareem Kline and Rick Huntsman.
Fight of the night candidate right there.
Oh, for sure.
And the big thing I noticed is the improvement in Kareem's fight IQ, in-cage fight IQ.
I can't agree any more with you there. He looked great. Such an improvement from 2017. For Kline, he will look to improve on his perfect mark here in 2018. Looking for the 3rd win of 2018. As for Huntsman, he wants to keep that O. As we take a look at some of the fight highlights from an outstanding middleweight scrap.
Now this was the flurry at the end. Kareem trying to put an exclamation point on that round 3, which he lost most of. But we'll see how the judges scored those first 2 rounds. I think that's really definitively the story of the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in this Triton Fights middleweight championship contest, let's make some noise for these 2 warriors. Having gone the 3-round distance, we now go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this one 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision and the new Triton middleweight champion from Roosevelt, Long Island, Kareem Psycho Kline.
Your new Triton Fights middleweight champion is Kareem Kline. Well deserved after that performance. Keeps a perfect mark in 2018.
All right, guys, I'm here with your new 185-pound champion, Kareem Kline, undefeated in 2018. This is the new and improved, polished Kareem Kline.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to thank everyone who came out to support me. I want to thank my coaches, Rick Schaefer and Coach Steve K. He has a long-ass last name. I can't pronounce that shit. But
Pollution.
Yeah, what you said. I I want to thank my sponsors, Beyond Average, Dr. Don Moore. He's here with me. And I want to thank the motherfucking Kareem team. I appreciate and love y'all. Y'all come out and support. And I want to give my opponent a big round of applause because he put on the fight of both of our lives. I've never been challenged like that, and I appreciate him. I appreciate his team, and I appreciate him coming to New York to give me a challenge.
Well, it looks like everybody appreciates you in that performance.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So you're the champ. What's next?
A lot of work. I feel like I wasn't able to let my hands go. I don't know, this is the lightest I've ever fought, so I definitely need to get my sprints in now that I'm down to where I want to be, and I need to get my cardio where it needs to be, and I need to continue to work at No Limits Kickboxing, Freedom Jiu-Jitsu, and I need to continue to see Dr. Don Moore and be fresh by Beyond Average, period.
Well, congratulations, Kareem. We look forward to watching you continue to improve and defend that belt in the Triton's cage.
Sounds good.
Give it up for the champ.
Kareem Kline takes home the middleweight title. Well deserved after that performance.